Greg Ruff, and Monique Emelifeonwu is with us. And I think I said on broadcast that you were from France at some point, and I was wrong. And I want to correct that very first thing. You actually were born in Ireland.
Yes.
So you were born in Ireland, and you lived there 9 years, and then your parents, due to job opportunities, go to Australia.
Yes.
How much do you remember about the transition between living in Ireland and Australia? Because to me, that would be pretty dramatic difference.
Not much because I was quite young. I don't really remember too much. All I remember is the accent change. The accents are so different. I could not understand anyone in Australia at all. And then also the weather. The weather in Australia is so much nicer than in Ireland.
Yes,
So
yes, I
much
would
nicer.
imagine. One of our best soccer players, one of our best athletes, period, was from Ireland, and Mark Foster, and he ended up being a coach for the women's soccer team here, program here, and now he's coaching down in Texas or somewhere like that as a coach. But anyway, his accent was unbelievable. But he talked about the weather too. Like he was like, yeah, because I told him I wanted to go to Ireland. He goes, well, just you need to check on the weather before you go for that season,
Definitely.
what it is. Make sure you go because you might think it's good weather and it's not going to be. So, but Australia, Ireland's a place I've always wanted to go. Australia's a place I wanted to go. What would you tell me if we were going to Ireland? What do you remember? Have you been back since you guys moved?
I have. It's just the weather again. It's just so dull. And it depends where you go, definitely. My
Yeah.
hometown, Cork, it's very dull, not lively at all.
Yeah.
But I went to Dublin, and it was so much nicer there.
Yeah.
I'd say you'd have to go there, if anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. I'll probably get in trouble. I understand now why they all drink. All right, I probably just got in trouble for that. All right, so but if you go to Australia, I would never drink down there, so I want to go to Australia. The weather, I've always been fascinated by it. Watched documentaries, watched movies, TV shows, stuff like that. Been watching NCIS Sydney and stuff like that. So tell me about Australia. What if you were going to take the team there? What would be the things you would want them to do? Where would you take them to eat? And what would you want? Say you got to do this if you go there.
First of all, I'll take them to the Gold Coast. The sun is just so much better. There's beaches, theme parks. It has to be one of the nicest places in Australia. To eat, that's hard because I feel like eating wise in America, you guys have so much more.
Oh, really?
So much more. I feel like they'd be quite disappointed with food wise there. It's very different.
So they always talk about whatever the movie, Crocodile Dundee, shrimp on a Barbie, all that kind of stuff. Is that legit or no?
What's the first one?
Shrimp on a
Crocodile?
Barbie.
Oh.
Crocodile Dundee is a character from a movie.
Oh, and shrimp on the barbie. I don't know what people are talking about when they say that.
Okay, all
like
right,
it's,
all right.
I know it's a saying, but
Yeah.
you never hear it.
All right, all right. So this is a dumb American question. Have you seen a koala bear?
I have. Wait, yes, I have. I
Have?
have. Yeah, I have
Okay.
to travel quite far to see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're not like running around the streets of Sydney
Nowhere
or
at
wherever.
all.
Where do you live in Australia?
I live in Canberra.
Okay, okay. All right. So another. Have you been to the Outback?
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't been to the Outback.
I haven't.
All right. See, that's something I would want to do, but I might not survive if I go there for that. So how did I asked you this before? We talked, I think, last year at some point. But retell, how did you end up coming to Trevecca?
So I had to contact a bunch of coaches, and I got to talk to a few of them. But Coach Booker was the one I talked to the most. Like it was really easy to talk to her. I've talked to her for hours, and yeah, I think we just connected, and I ended up here.
Did you know anything about Nashville?
No, but I did do some research, just a little bit, and I know it's like the music city, country music, which I
Mhm.
wasn't a fan of. I'm getting to like it a little bit more
Oh,
now, a
all
little
right.
bit.
All right, good deal. Well, talk about basketball. Last thing, we got about 40 seconds here. Let's talk about what's basketball like for you now, second year.
Second year. I have to, I feel like I have to bring a lot more because I've been on the team before. I have to teach the younger ones, the positions because I feel like, it's kind of the same as last year, but I have a bigger position right now
Yeah.
to bring. And the coaches are looking for a lot more from me this year. So it's
Uh-huh.
quite a big difference.
All right, good deal. Coming up next, second half action, Trevecca women's basketball here on Flow College.